Clarke, just how much of a gauntlet is that lineup 1 through 9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, it's honestly really impressive to see the kind of the ABs that they put together. I think, you look up, I think I had like 12 swing and misses, and, it kind of feels like, and a lot of it was like early in the count, so you feel like you have them on the ropes, and then they start to, a two-strike approach is really, really impressive, and they put some balls in some gaps and where people weren't, and I thought I made a lot of good pitches, and I thought there was a handful of pitches I wish I had back, but for the most part I thought I was, executing to an extent, and they put together good ABs.
Aaron had mentioned he felt like fatigue started to play a factor in it as you went on in that one.
Yeah, I think in that second inning it was kind of like the long ABs, and then there was a walk here or there, and the two-strike hit here and the two-strike hit there. I think it kind of weighs on you a little bit, especially when it's 110 degrees out there. So it's just part of it. I think the fatigue definitely played a factor, and it was just kind of a grind out there.
You'd been one of their most consistent pitchers, as of late. Did you feel like your stuff was different tonight, or just a matter of there are a lot of good hitters on that other side?
I think, no, stuff felt great. I think execution felt good for the most part, and I think there's just a handful of two-strike pitches that I wish I had back, but sometimes you get beat a little bit out there, and I think that's kind of, for lack of a better term, what happened tonight. And you got to tip your cap sometimes in baseball, and so for me, just pick myself up, continue to move on, and kind of find ways to get better through this and grow through this. But for the most part, it's kind of on to the next one, and ready. I'm itching to get back out there already.
Lineup you faced, Luis?
Yeah, I think, I faced the Rangers twice this year, Baltimore. All teams that are Boston twice, and all teams that are kind of tops in baseball and offense, and they were, far and above beyond those teams, I think. It's just, I don't know if it's them being hot right now or just kind of a combination of all of it. But they have really good approaches and really good bat-to-ball skills, and they don't give in, and they kind of feed off each other too. So once the bottom of the order gets going, I think the top of it kind of feeds off it as well.
You waited a long time to pitch here and pitch against this team. You know where this team is at in the standings. Does that add to the frustration or disappointment this evening?
Yeah, 100%. I want to be that guy that guys can kind of hang their hat on when I go out there and give the team a chance to win. And obviously I didn't do that tonight, and especially coming off a tough loss last night. It was kind of like one of my goals to go out there and give my team a chance to win, and obviously I didn't come through tonight, so that's probably the part that stings the most, regardless of, homecoming and whatever else kind of external circumstances that go into it. I want to go out there and give my team a chance to win, and I didn't do that tonight.
With the amount of games starting to dwindle down, do you feel like this team still believes that things can turn around for you guys?
Yeah, I think, we're obviously a confident team, and I think, you see it in kind of our attitude and the way we carry ourselves. It's not like we're coming in here defeated, but we also are on a time crunch a little bit too with the schedule and how many games are left. So we know that we have to kick it into gear, and we can't give too many games away. And obviously we did that last night, and we did that tonight. So we don't have a lot of room for error. So it's one of those things where you have to have a sense of urgency when you're out there, but you also need to understand that there is time to make these games up, but we got to definitely kick it into gear.
Do you feel like that urgency has been there for you guys?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's baseball, so sometimes things happen out of your control, and there's outstanding circumstances, I think, to an extent, but I think myself and all of us, we all can do a better job of going out there and executing and doing our part, and obviously I didn't do that tonight, and so I think it's just wipe it and come back out here tomorrow, and we're playing a good team, and go out there and try to compete and get a win.